Yeah. Okay. Do you believe that the messages and themes conveyed in the Pokemon series are intended to be addressed only to children and preteens, as is the common notion these days, or do you reckon it could also appeal to people in their 20s and 30s too? Well, I guess we can disregard the last couple of seasons, however. In other words, do you think Pokemon is really just a kid show, or do you think it goes further than that?
It's probably intended to be a kid's show, but as with any well-written show, there's stuff for everybody. Because the folks writing it have got to figure, well, there will be parents stuck watching the show. We should make it,
especially in the theaters.
Yeah, we should make it a little interesting for the parents. So yeah, you can. I'm sure there are themes that if you're watching intently enough, you can say, oh, that's useful.
Mm-hmm. And to key on that further, just remember that the games and the anime series have completely different demographics. Like I've seen like people in their early or mid 20s walk around with poke walkers, and it's just amazing to see the loyalty in the series. I mean, a lot of people have discounted the anime series for probably the last 5 years, but the games are definitely going strong, and I think they're going to continue that in the future.
Yeah, because Diamond and Pearl actually outsold the original RGB games.
Indeed so. Now, Mike, while you were working with 4Kids and maybe PUSA as well, do you have any moments or little-known stories to share with us? Any particular moment that maybe we would find amusing, or bloopers or other things?
Apart from giggling uncontrollably at moments when time was short and I should not have been giggling, most of the memorable moments are probably unprintable in even a non-family publication, because we're a bunch of people locked in a room, get a little goofy, a little dirty, a little scatological.
Welcome back.
All right, now welcome back to part 2, and next question, we're going to know.
Okay. What would you advise someone who would want to pursue a voice acting career? Would you try to persuade them or dissuade them from, entering such a career? Any, tips?
It's a big investment in time, energy, effort, and money. So I recommend it because it's great fun if you've got the skill to do it. I happen to be right now working as an assistant and an animation coach here at PDR Voiceover Coaching in New York, where we train people not only for animation but for commercial voiceover and narration and audiobooks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I suppose we should get you to give us a visual tour of the whole studio afterwards.
Sure. And what we don't work with young people here as such, which is the choice of the coach in charge, Peter Roffet. But you can buy his book, which is called Voice for Hire, which is also available on my website, signed for your convenience. And there's a section there on animation, which I have a couple of pages in. But the important thing is to first learn to act and develop your acting skill. Do any acting you can at community theater, school theater. And then when you are enough of an actor and you have confidence in your acting abilities, then you can concentrate on the voice actor part and get a nice demo done. Among other things, we produce demos here. Again, another big investment, but if you're willing to make that investment to get your demo done, to market it, send it out to all the right people, then it can be very rewarding.
Yeah. I was at a panel at Comic-Con yesterday, and I do have to admit that a lot of the voice talent that I've seen on that panel, especially what they picked from the audience, it is really getting improved because, and especially with voice coaching services that are offered here. I hope that this will show the other animation studios that you don't have to have everybody sound like they're from like Surfer Guys or anything. So, and I hope, and I could name a few dub series right now, but I don't want to, that have that kind of stereotypical sound to it. And I know you probably know about that, Mike.
Yeah, this is like the anti-plug plug plug moment to counter his plug 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 for that book.
Indeed so. Yep. Now, Mike, was there ever a character that you've been offered at any point of your career that you've even been rejected in another role to just try to get it, or have you ever had another series offered a role and you couldn't take the other series?
No, I've never turned down a role on purpose. Anyway, just because I love doing it too much, and I would work cheaper than I am in certain situations because I love it so much. But don't tell anyone who would want to pay me. But no, just the opportunity to get into a room and even do plain, boring, incidental character. It's great.
All right. Does voice acting provide you with job satisfaction, or have you ever regarded at one point as solely just as a source of income?
It's great when I'm doing it, when I'm between roles, like, for example, waiting for the next audition to come in. It's pretty crappy. It's like, no one's calling me. Oh. But yeah, when I'm in the studio recording something, as I was earlier today, it's like, wow, this is cool.
And to key off probably what was on the last question there. Now, was there any particular time where you had an interest so much in a voice that despite how much it would pay, like you would take a steep pay drop just to voice that character? Do you have any certain examples?
Any character that makes me laugh, I would pretty much do for free. Again, don't tell anyone. Because I love to just sit and, well, laughing when I'm recording is a bad idea.
Yeah.
But laughing in my head when I'm recording and saying a line, thinking, wow, I should be laughing at this if I wasn't recording it right now. Just having fun and making myself laugh and hopefully making somebody watching laugh makes it all worthwhile.
For Pokemon, would you record by yourself in the booth, or did you record as a group with the other voice actors from the same show?
We do it exactly the opposite as Japan does it from the videos that I've seen. It's just everyone individually in a room, usually scheduled one right after the other. And because when you're dubbing, you've got to do a lot of very fine placement of audio goes here, audio goes here, audio doesn't go here. So it's easier to record someone and cut and paste and trim and move and slide.
Now, also on that note, you said that you watched how Japan does it. There was a special last month that aired on TV Tokyo about how they did the black and white and where they went into the studio. And yes, you had Rika Matsumoto and I'm sorry if I can't even get the other two Japanese names, but the character that played the voice actor that played Dent and Iris. They basically had 3 microphones there and had pretty much like a surround sound, video screen probably, and I don't know. To me, that would seem to be a better case scenario because you can actually key off of other people's emotions in that particular case. But well, I guess whatever the American voice actors decide to do and the studios definitely is worthwhile. Now, when you're walking out or when you go to any conventions, are you pleased with the recognition you get for Pokemon, Sonic X, or any other role? Do you have any pride that you would take into that?
Oh, sure. It's not the kind of gig where people tend to recognize you on the street. But at cons, especially if you've been introduced and people say, oh, that's who that is. And of course, the flip side of that is when there are, say 3 or more of us, and the crowd flocks to someone else, that's awkward. It's like, ah! Oh, hi, how are you? Yeah, so the being ignored next to the clump of fans of other people, that's awkward.
Yeah, and of course, to be fair too, like a lot of times, what they give out as the promotional pictures in the websites, booklets and stuff don't always match what you see in person because sometimes they'll use photos from like years ago, which is pretty common.
Okay, you go. Yes, it is.
Okay, and being that you are best known to Pokemon fans as the voice of the narrator and Mr. Contesta, are there actually any other characters that you voiced on the show? You did mention the grandfather type at first.
Yes, the grandfather was the first thing.
But were there any other characters that you voiced on the show that fans might not commonly know that you actually voiced or maybe weren't credited for?
Most recently, I did Karen, the evil scientisty type guy, and then there was the guy at a carnival with the Boston accent, which was fun to do, whose name I should probably remember but don't. Then I was at least 1 or 2 actual Pokemon. I was Hippowdon and possibly someone else that I don't recall now. It's been a while. You should call me. No, there have been no brilliant gender bender roles like, for example, Ella in Sonic X, which I'm extremely proud of because the fact that they would cast me as a middle-aged Latina maid makes me laugh.
And keying off that same question, A particular fan wants to know, did you voice Langston Licketoad in Viva Pinata?
Yes, I did. That was the closest I got to my actual voice. Yes. Hi, I'm Langston Licketoad. That was pretty much that. Yeah, it was me.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching that show. That's a good show. Everyone should watch that show. So.
Buy the DVDs now.
Yes.
Yeah. And to close off our interview with this, I guess, final question, are there any current projects and shows that you've been doing voice acting work currently for? And is there any other exciting side work projects that you've been doing as well that you could tell us about?
Yes. All the really cool stuff I can't tell you about because it's non-disclosure agreements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But there are a couple of young skewing cartoons that I've done pilots for, waiting for those to be picked up. Holiday season, probably 2011, I'll be a couple of animated plush toys, which I'll be plugging the heck out of on my website because it's really cool. I've always wanted to be a talking toy, and while I'm not going to be talking toy for any of my existing characters, these are brand new things that are going to be a lot of fun. I'm doing a lot of stuff along with many of my East Coast brethrens representing whatever the heck I'm doing. That just end up in the dollar cutout bin at your Walmart.
Yeah.
Don't bother investing money in those. It's really not important. And I've done a couple of commercials recently, also on my website, for Sunsetter retractable awnings, which I guess runs during the summer months. I was Mr. Sun, the lovably annoying "It's a sunny day," and recently I was Your Brain for Focus Factor, the dietary supplement. Hello, this is Your Brain. Thank you.
Just for the record, what's the address for your website?
It is itsamike.com.
Okay.
All right, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and I'd like to thank first of all Mike Pollock. You're just a great person in real life, definitely indeed. And for inu-liger and myself, this is Tis Killer saying, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Adios.